Hey, what's going on, church family? I have an awesome little detail I kind of came across. I'm not the only one that's made a video about this. There's a few floating around there, but through reading scripture and listening to different sermons, I heard different preachers in the past talk about this, and so I thought it was a little detail that's easily missed and not really talked about a whole lot, but really impactful and packs a real huge punch in its biblical application and teaching. So the verse is from John 9 1 through 11, and I'm going to read from the NRSV. As he walked along, he saw a man blind from birth. His disciples asked him, Rabbi, who sinned, that this man or his parents, that he was born blind? And Jesus answered, Neither. This man was nor his parents sinned. He was born blind so that God's works might be revealed in him. We must work the works of him who sent me while it's day. Night is coming when no one can work. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. And when he had said this, he spat on the ground and made mud with the saliva, and spread the mud on the man's eyes, saying to him, Go wash in the pool of Siloam, which means sent. And then he went and washed and came back and was able to see. The neighbors and those who had been seen by him before as a beggar began to ask, Is this not the man who used to sit and beg? Some were saying, It is he. Others were saying, No, but it is someone like him. He kept saying, I am the man. But they kept asking him, Then how were your eyes opened? He answered, The man called Jesus made mud, spread it on my eyes, and said to me, Go to Siloam and wash. And then when I went and washed, I received my sight. This passage highlights the miraculous healing power of Jesus. It underscores his identity as the light of the world. Point number 1, suffering and purpose. The disciples' question reflects a common tendency to assign blame for suffering, asking who sinned. Was it this man or his parents? John 9:2. In today's context, people often struggle to understand why hardships occur, whether due to illness, poverty, or other challenges. Jesus' response, He was born blind so that God's works might be revealed in him. John 9:3. This should remind us that suffering can have a redemptive purpose. It allows God's power and glory to shine through even the darkest circumstances. This perspective encourages individuals facing trials to look for ways God might work through their situation, offering hope and meaning rather than despair. Point number 2, faith in action. Jesus' instructions to the blind man, Go and wash in the pool of Siloam, John 9:7, required obedience and trust. Similarly, today, faith often demands action even when the outcome is uncertain. The man's willingness to follow Jesus' command to lead him for his healing teaches us the importance of taking steps of faith, trusting that God will provide. This lesson also foreshadows the relevancy in our world where doubt and skepticism often overshadow belief. Faithful action, even when we don't fully understand God's plan, can lead to transformation. Identity and testimony. When questioned by his neighbors and skeptics, the man boldly declared, I am the man, and testified about Jesus' healing power. John 9:9 through 11. In a contemporary setting, sharing personal experiences of God's work in our lives can be a powerful testimony to His goodness and sovereignty. This applies to modern believers who are called to be witnesses, sharing their stories of healing, provision, and restoration to inspire others and point them to Christ. Point number 4. Jesus as the light of the world. Jesus declares, "I am the light of the world," John 9:5, emphasizing his role in illuminating truth and dispelling spiritual darkness. In today's world, where many grapple with confusion, fear, and moral ambiguity, Jesus' light offers guidance, clarity, and hope. Believers are called to reflect this light by living lives of integrity, compassion, and faith, and shining as beacons in their communities. Contemporary application. This passage encourages us to view suffering as an opportunity for God's glory to be revealed. We must trust and act on faith even when the outcome is unclear. We must share our stories of transformation to inspire and encourage others. And we must reflect Christ and His light into the world, yearning for hope and truth. In every generation, Jesus' healing power and the spiritual truths we saw in John 9:1-11 remain relevant, reminding us that God is at work, bringing sight to the blind, both physically and spiritually. I hope this message has been a blessing for y'all. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, holiday, and Happy New Year. Thank you so much.